it's definitely over the top of us. That's where we're at right now.
Well, we're at Albany Saratoga Speedway, and looking up the sky doesn't look great, but it'll be okay.
Yeah. Yep, we're here. I'm gonna drive my uncle's open small block tonight, so it's exciting. Excited to get the opportunity to run with the big blocks with big block horsepower. This is I believe an LS7 motor, concept motor that they let the rookies run. So they give you a weight penalty and stuff to do it, but we're gonna see what we can do. See what we can back up against the big guns. So super excited, super thankful for the opportunity to try this out. He'd been bugging me to try it here for a little bit now, so I said, oh, why not? You know, we had an off week, so we got it ready and back in the old number 97. The last time I raced the number 97 was on the pavement, so be excited to try it out. You know, can't thank Allan and Julie enough for this opportunity. Hopefully we can have some good results, have some fun tonight, run all the laps. That's really what's important, to be competitive. So we'll see what we got. Stick along. We're still gonna have GoPros all over it. I'll probably butcher the sponsor thank at the end because they're all different. But you know, everybody that's helped us along the way and watches our YouTube videos and buys a t-shirt, stuff like that, you know, thank you. So hopefully we can have some fun tonight.
just went out. Did your first few laps with the open small block. What'd you think?
It was pretty good. Definitely a different power band. You know, this thing, if you floor it, it pulls. So, but very smooth power. You know, Mullins does a good job with these. You know, this is the first time I've ever driven one, but compared to the small block, you kind of get this burst of power and it falls off. This thing, you step on it and it just pulls till you lift. So I actually overdrove the corner a little bit the first time, and then underdrove one, and then the more laps we ran, the better we got. So we got a decent starting spot in the heat race. We start third, just make the handicap, you know, and run some more laps, get some more familiar with it, and see what we can do. We had to put some more gear in it, significant amount more gear. So we'll see. That'll wake it up probably a pretty ridiculous amount. So see what we got. Way too much gear. Just pedal. I think it's still a pretty good top side.
So heat races are done. We're actually getting ready to get lined up. little Walt fell back a little bit. But again, this is his first time out with the open small block. The weather is not promising right now. And the car was a bit off. So they're changing some things over. They want the sportsman to line up. They just changed up the order. So guys are changing some things around, and hopefully the car will go a little bit better and Walt can settle in and get some good laps in and see how it goes. Car struggled a little bit in the heat race.
Yeah, we weren't good. No steerability at all. So, you know, we were trying some things that, listen, I've never raced it. I came with the same setup, so we changed it more to what I think I like. And I think it's going to be better. It should set the right front down and actually have the right front on the damn ground. So, he was not to be in the way. So, I mean, we started third, finished eighth. Is what it is. These guys race for a damn living, all of them. So we'll see what we got. We should probably be starting about 24th. See what we can get. 35 laps. So this is a different race car. That time I was a little more comfortable with the power and all that, but steerability was awful. So just got to make adjustments. So we'll see what we got, you know, and hopefully have some fun.
definitely looked better in the feature than the heat race and hot laps.
Yeah, we were better. We made some changes, and the car was better. I don't think it's where it needs to be. I don't think the driver did everything perfect either. So, you know, all in all, we went forward. I think we were going to be 15th, and then I caught a rut coming off the floor and thought I was going to drive in the fence. So, Albany's been a little weird lately. It's been dusty, dirty. Don't really know which lane to run, you know, so it makes it kind of tough. But overall, just got to thank my Uncle Allan, Aunt Julie, and everybody that came and helped tonight. Without them, I wouldn't be standing here racing this thing, because Allan owns the car and was gracious enough to give the opportunity to drive it. So can't thank them enough. Super cool to race with something that's got, you know, 850 plus horsepower. It's a whole different ballgame than racing a small block. You know, a lot of people probably think it's similar, but it's really not. So that's something that if I get the opportunity to do it again, we'll work on that, you know. But, you know, overall, we brought it home in one piece, you know, and got something to build on, and we'll keep going from there. But yeah, thanks to everybody that helped tonight. You know, little Allan, he did a lot of work. We made him work hard. My mom and dad came, my Aunt Julie, my uncle obviously for everything, and all his sponsors. I'll have to look at his sponsors because I don't have the same one. They know ADH Builders, Oaks and Sun Construction, K. Nicky Janitorial, Chappie's, my grandfather, special thanks Dad, and I think that's about it. So, you know, we're gonna put this show on the road. Honestly, overall, it's kind of a, I don't know if anybody's all that fired up. There was a pretty bad medical emergency in the pit area with the other 97's family members, so definitely thinking about them. You know, big prayers to them. Hopefully everything works out. You know, you can tell I got pretty quiet in the pit area, and it's not as chipper as it usually is. So hopefully, you know, thoughts and prayers to all those guys, and hopefully, you know, it all turns out okay. But so yeah, we're gonna get this show on the road and go home. So as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you at Devil's Bowl on July 5th. We're back with the 358s. There'll be 3 358s there again. So we'll see you next time.